Hi, I'm Gerald.
And I'm Zach.
And we are the Wine Boys. Speeding through life. Boys. All right. Tonight, boys, welcome back to another episode of the Wine Boys podcast. Boys, let's introduce ourselves.
Yes, let's do so. Hi, welcome in Wine Boys Podcast. You can find us on all social media at Wine Boys Pod. We are over on electronic mail, wineboyspod@gmail.com. Peep the store, teespring.com/stores/the Wine Boys. Full episodes on YouTube and full episodes on anywhere you get your podcast. You got to like, review, subscribe to all of these different platforms. It only helps the podcast grow. We would like to grow with you. I like to think of us as a blossoming sequoia tree in a large group of trees that needs to be bigger and stronger than the other trees. Yes.
The alpha tree.
The alpha tree. Yeah.
The apex tree, if you will.
Yes. I did painkillers this weekend. Anyway,
Sick.
No, I'm just kidding. No. If I did, my thought processes would be totally different. I'd be like asking you for money and shit.
80 of like anyway, $50, man.
Yeah. Oh no, man. Like, you break 20. I mean, I'll figure it out.
Listen, bro. I just need to get through till payday.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. Basically, you get a payday loan from your best friend. Never speak to him again.
Yeah. Hey, I just need $20 to get my phone back out. That's all I need, bro.
I know a few guys like this, but I know a few guys like this. Okay. You can find me at Zach Kosik and at Zach Kosik Comedy on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Hinge. What's going on? Did I lose you there?
No.
Just thinking about that friend.
Yeah, that hit very close to home.
Dude, me too. Do you understand? Like sometimes somebody could hear pocket change just like moving around, and they're just like, "You got $1?" Just like, no.
Or you get that random text message on like a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Yo, can I get like $20 so I can put gas in my car?
It's just like, you got a job, dog.
Yeah.
Where's that money going? Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Just $20. And I'm just like, nah, I don't let friends borrow money, man. Well, I thought our friendship meant something to you. I guess not. You never hear from them again.
Never hear from them again.
So mad.
Yeah.
Broke motherfucker. Yeah. Don't need you anyway.
Anyway. Where can people find you on
Boys? Yeah. You can find me at Lord Gerald on Instagrams and the Twitters.
Oh God, you're getting all choked up over there. What did I do? What kind of Pandora's box of
my God
trauma did I just open up?
So many memories of just broke friends, just shitty people. Okay.
As a comedian in New York City, there's a ton of like, brokenness around me, and I being one of them. But like, there's also this sense of like accomplishment in your brokenness that you're just too proud to ask for help. Like that's how I am.
Yeah.
Like I'm not so broke that I can't afford things, but I'm not doing great. Like I feel like there's pretend levels. That I could like take a week, like take a couple of days off. Like I need this.
Like there's levels to brokenness. Like there's one level where you're just like, I'll never sell my pussy. Then there's another level. It's like, I'll probably never try crack. Then there's another level that's like, okay, if I'm going to the store and someone says, hey, here's $5, can you get me a candy bar? Like, yeah, I'm gonna give them their change back. Like there's different levels. Like everybody knows that guy that is broke as fuck. And if he's like going to the store and you're like, hey, like here's a couple bucks, can you get me blah, blah, blah. And you gave him more than enough. If you don't say anything, he will not give you that change back.
Yeah, for real.
Everybody knows that guy.
I had a friend in college who was so notoriously cheap, but like I would always offer like, hey, I'm going to go grab some food. Do you want something? And I would get the food. He would always give me like more than like the meal that he wanted. But like routinely I'd come back and he'd be standing in the doorway being like, you got my change? And I'd be like, can I put the fucking food down first?
Like Jesus Christ, I'm not trying to stiff you for your $1.83.
Like, what vibe have I given off that I'm going to take your $1.12? Like that, Is it really that much to you? like it skewed our friendship. Like it got to a point, like I remember like during a party I was a little drunk and he like pointed something out to me and I was just like, don't worry, I got your change. Like it just it just like
Yeah,
got
like
to a
what do you
point where I
not
was like so
trust me?
yeah, I got so frustrated with this guy that I'm like, okay, dude, like are we truthfully gonna lose a friendship over $1.12? Are we gonna do
Yeah.
that? But
Oh.
it's like I can if I can pay a toll on the throughway, then
Mhm.
I'll be fine. I'll be
We'll
fine.
be okay, buddy.
Yeah,
We're gonna be all right.
yeah.
But anyway, tonight we have wine.
Yes, we do.
We don't have wine.
Joke.
The old switcheroo.
Uh, routinely around this time of year, as we get into the latter half, um, the end of fourth quarter, if you will, we like to try and mix things up a little bit. We do so much wine on this podcast. It is aptly named the Wine Boys Podcast. We've had so many different things that have crossed our palate, but there's
Mhm.
one thing that we have not done on this podcast, and that is something that I've brought to your attention this evening.
Mhm.
Doc, what do you know about craft hard seltzer?
Now, I've had hard seltzer before, okay?
Uh-huh.
Um, but the hard seltzers I've had are made by rhymes with
Sman Smizer Schmush?
yeah, rhymes with Dud Bright.
Yeah.
Um
There's also the other one which
the
rhymes with Filler Moors.
yep,
And
yep.
then there's basically,
Yeah,
you
the old Caucasian paw, if you will.
yeah, of course. Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah. There's a bunch of them. Um uh uh Unruly, but
Oh. Oh
that's not a
yes,
stretch. Yeah.
Unruly, yes. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah. Falsely.
Uh
Yeah. Um
uh yeah.
no
But
free
this one,
ad, no free press here.
I was gonna say no free press here, except for the boys that we're drinking this evening. So I've
Yep.
been turned on to these. So I've been trying to get my life together.
Okay.
For the most part, I still like to have a cocktail from time to time. You know how I am. I'm a wine. I'm wine first almost always. I love wine with a meal. I like
Mhm. Mhm.
just kind of discover. I think wine is more educational than it is a problem. You know, I've
Okay.
seen
Okay.
some of my family members might not understand that, but I understand that.
Yeah,
Wine is
yeah.
education, not a problem
Yeah.
for some. But I think that there's this like new angle. So I'm trying to like cut out beer. I've been trying for a while. I'll
Mhm.
occasionally have one if I'm just like, oh God, I could really go for like a whatever. Has to be something good though, something craft. But I've been turned on to these craft hard seltzers, and they just hit. They're just good.
Okay.
I mean, and they're also they give you this almost healthy feeling. You feel a little lighter on your feet. You know,
Okay.
you can
Okay.
drink 6 of them and drive home. You get it. Like,
Sure.
yeah, I'm not condoning that we do that, but I'm saying like you're gonna feel like you can.
Yeah.
Don't do that, but you're gonna feel like you can.
Okay. Okay. I mean, sure. I'm not gonna do that.
Do not do that. Do you know that if you get stuck at a an intersection and a train is coming,
Mhm.
at a crossroad, trains can't stop.
They can, but it takes about 2 miles.
Yeah, but just so you know that like watch out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get those ads all the time, those railroad crossing ads.
Yeah. It takes a
It's just
long
like
time for a train
stop
to stop.
trains can. It's just like, well, they can. Like they
It just takes a while.
they're just they ain't gonna see your little ass car from that far away though.
Yeah. Just a lot bigger and a lot
Also,
heavier.
what kind of idiot like stays inside of the car that long for a train to hit them? Like it's like, oh, the buckle can't get undone. Like, what is this Final Destination? Get out of the car. Just
Well,
pauses
you
for
had
10 seconds,
yeah.
shakes like ah.
You had ample time to get out of the
Just
car, and you
dude,
just watched it. Like,
got out of the car
yeah.
20 seconds before that train even got close. But anyway, I
You had enough
digress.
time to call your mom and say you love her
Yeah, you can at least
before
get
the
out of the
train
car.
hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right, all right.
Anyway,
I think we get the
boys.
point. Anyway, so we're drinking Two Robbers Craft Hard Seltzer this evening.
Yep.
You
Note the
got.
can. Very
I was gonna
pretty.
say,
Very pretty
yeah, we
can.
like we like clean can artwork.
Yep.
We're doing different varieties.
Yes.
Kind of change it up a little bit. I feel like this is a good representation of what we're going to be drinking because you're going to try a different flavor. I'm going to try a different flavor. We'll do a little compare and contrast.
Yep.
So I am working with peach berry this evening.
Okay.
What got with you?
I actually grabbed 2 cans. I got a variety pack.
Oh, look at you.
So I have black cherry lemon
Nice.
and raspberry lime.
Ooh,
So
I love a raspberry and lime. You know what's weird? The only time I'll drink cherry flavored anything is when it has lime in it.
Really?
Like you ever had a cherry limeade from Sonic?
Oh, it hits.
Oh God.
Hot
day, cherry limeade, tater tots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Seriously.
So one thing I noticed about these, there's 0 grams of sugar, 110 calories per can.
Yeah.
1 gram of carbs and no sweeteners.
Yeah.
No artificial
Don't
ingredients.
you feel lighter right now just like reading that?
Sure. I mean, it's seltzers. There's not really much in there.
Yeah, so what? I mean, hey, we like what we like.
Yeah, but I'm ready to bust this open. Let's pour it up. Let's see what they look like.
Do it up.
Let's see. Right in the can, right in the mic.
Yeah, do it up. Do it. No.
Let's see. Let's see. We're gonna pour this in there. Let's see. Okay, looks like seltzer. Frothy.
Yeah.
Clear.
Yeah.
Like seltzer.
I would say
smells like seltzer.
Ooh. This smells good.
You know what this smells like?
What's that?
What? Smells like a Capri Sun.
You know what? Mine kind of got the same vibe.
So I get. I get nice.
It's like just put these in a pouch.
Yeah. I get real like Capri Sun vibes from this, like
strong
foamy.
Capri Sun energy.
Yeah, I mean it's very like clear. It looks like seltzer.
Let's say. Very nice. Well, cheers to you.
Cheers. Clink,
clink.
Too far away from the camera. Anyway.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Okay.
Which flavor is that
alcohol favor.
Which flavor is that one?
Black cherry lemon.
Mine's nice. Mine kind of tastes like a flat white grape peach juice.
Okay.
But there's a little like it has kind of like that little kick of like a raspberry taste to it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would say I find this delightful.
Okay. Yeah, it's giving me like fruit punch vibes, kind of seltzer vibes.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
It's a hard seltzer, but it is better than a Caucasian paw. So
I like how you're calling it when you first said that, I didn't know what you were talking about, and then I did a double take, and I was like, oh yeah,
those guys.
Yeah, very fun. I'm trying.
I can see myself trashed on a boat slamming these.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. This is what this is giving me.
Yeah. Two Robbers Hard Seltzer is out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Home of the World Series runner-up Philadelphia Phillies. No shade. And maybe the best football team in the league right now. Yeah, go Birds. Go Birds, bro.
Go Birds.
Yeah, that Jalen Hurts, bro. Let me tell you, dude.
I go to Wawa, get a hoagie.
Yeah, listen. The game is gonna be a ripper, dude. Jalen Hurts for MVP, bro.
Just been slinging it all year. You see what they did to the Giants, bro?
Dude, I went to the Meadowlands.
Where you British? I went to the Meadowlands.
No, that's how I talk. That's how Philly people talk, you know. It's like
the Meadowlands.
Yeah. Yeah. MetLife Stadium is garbage, bro. Where's the Meadowlands?
Going to the link, bro. I'm going to the link, bro.
Yeah, Lincoln Financial Field far superior to MetLife Stadium, bro.
It's a nice stadium.
It's pretty nice.
Well, it's a nice stadium.
Lincoln's nice. I've been in the Link. I've been to MetLife a couple of times. MetLife is just big. It's just really
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
big. It's big.
but it's what it's there for. It's meant to be.
Yep.
This is this large live, event haven, basically.
Hmm.
Um, anyway, so this is yes, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. ABV on this is like 5.5 to 5.2,
Yep. Both of
and
mine
they
are
have
5.2.
15 different flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say this is like this is better than like your, big box seltzers.
Yeah. Yeah. This is definitely better than your typical big box. I would consider this an elevated seltzer.
Yeah.
So,
If I was to put
you
this
know,
in beer terms, like I think I would be drinking like the Stella Artois of seltzer. Is
I
that
would think this is the Brooklyn Lager
okay?
opposed to the Budweiser.
Sure, makes sense.
So if you're like a person that's like, yeah, I love Budweiser, and then you drink a Brooklyn Lager and you're like, this is like that, just like a
Yeah,
better version of it. Like this is that.
I wholeheartedly agree. Um, well, a couple of notes. The one thing I wanted to talk about. Actually, let's pour one out. We lost a boy
Hmm.
yesterday, Mike Leach, former college football coach. Pour one out.
Rest in peace to
Uh,
the God.
listen, guy created a revolutionary offense. We talk about Phil Jackson a lot as far as like the triangle. Okay, Mike Leach created the air raid, which is just fun. I mean,
Hmm.
it basically just sounds like a bunch of jets are going to just go bomb a country. Guy created this like meticulous offensive just juggernaut in Texas Tech for years, and it's just like but the thing is with this guy, he was just this crazy intellectual. Like I think to a point where he had like some sort of like social anxiety or some sort of like I think he was just so smart
Hmm.
that like talking to normal people made him uncomfortable. Like
I can
that's
see
the
that.
vibe I got from this guy.
Yeah.
Everybody says he was an incredible person, but like he would have these like amazing press conferences. Like Mike Leach would have press conferences that would like they would do the highlights of a game that he was coaching.
Hmm.
And then they would stay on the highlight just to go and watch a 1 minute snippet of his press conference. And he would have these like crazy, crazy analogies. Like during a press conference one time, a female reporter asked him a question, and then he spun it, and somehow it turned into a 3.5 minute conversation about how she's waiting for an engagement to happen, and how he told her about ways that he can create a successful marriage, essentially through this enlightened being. It was so weird. And as we're like, there's like these sports reporters looking around being like, is this guy fucking serious?
Like, what is happening right
Yeah.
now?
And then you like look at him, it's just like, this guy's just genuine. Like he was genuinely himself, which
Hmm.
I think, isn't that what so many people search for? Like, it's just to be this,
Uh,
the most genuine version of themselves, you know?
and I think so.
I think so. I
I
mean,
think so. And I
obviously,
want to
there's a
be
lot
there
of
one day.
pageantry when it comes to what we do, but it's also like I think that I myself is trying to be as authentic as I can. I watch that guy and I go, dude, this guy's just digging what he does, and he's also
Yeah.
he's kind of hilarious about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just like at the end of the day, he goes, it is football,
Yeah.
Let's talk about some real stuff, you know. Like you pulled up a tweet of his, and he's like tweeting about Sun Tzu
Yeah. He quoted Sun Tzu
when
and
he's talking
basically
about a
said that,
football offense. Like,
yeah, he's basically saying that this is the philosophy of the air raid offense. I gotta find it.
yeah, the
Um,
fact that he's taking an offensive system
mhm.
and relating it to the art of war. I mean, right then and there is like a guy that just gets it and understands things at a much more
Ooh.
at a higher level.
Yeah, here it is. I just found it. All right, here it is. So here's the quote that he basically said sums up the this is the philosophy of the air raid offense. It is from The Art of War by Sun Tzu. If he, the enemy, is superior in strength, evade him. If his forces are united, separate them. Attack him where he is unprepared, appear where you are not expected. And that's the philosophy of the air raid
And
offense.
that's how the bubble screen was invented.
Yeah. Like it is very interesting that he drew inspiration from a text written how many centuries ago?
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
just
like
think, yeah. I always think there's like this stigma around football in general. Just
yeah.
these meatheads, these rah rah guys, or these like quiet, calm coaches that like win every game.
Mm-hmm.
Like Nick Saban is not out there on Twitter quoting Sun Tzu. He's
No.
too busy winning championships.
By the way, it was published in the fifth century BC.
Yeah. Insane, right?
A little
Still
while
used
ago.
today. Yeah.
People read all the time. And they apply it to all sorts of shit.
Yeah. Can you that's the other thing. This actually just took a different spin than I was even expecting, that we still quote books that were written before the Jesus times. And
Yeah.
we just kind of use them as gospel.
Yeah.
And that's probably how, that's essentially why we have the conflict that we do in our society.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people have this like really long-term ideology that they just like stick to. And they're just like, yeah, well, I don't like the way things are changing, so I'm just going to stick to what I like, or stick to the things that I know. Where there are people that are like, I kind of want to make some changes. And that's where butting heads start.
The thing is that there is a certain amount of wisdom in these old texts.
Well, of course,
Like,
yeah. Well, they were like the original philosophies. They were the original thought processes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's like, well, I think these guys are, putting some, they're putting their thinking caps on over here.
Yeah. Yo, that Aristotle really cooking, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But
that Plato's got the sauce.
Yeah. But at the same time, I don't think you can look at those old texts with like a strict interpretation of what they exactly meant at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I agree.
Yeah.
But for all intent and purposes, Mike Leach died at 61.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to the god. I mean,
yeah.
I was just thinking about it because like I just watched, he was coaching Mississippi State at the time. And I was watching a Mississippi State football game a couple of weeks ago. And they were walking into the locker room, and he had this like quick little like snarky remark for the reporter. Nothing like bad. It was just like they were walking in, they were down by 7. And she was just like, I just wanted to, get your perspective on how you guys thought you played in the first half. He goes, how do you think we played? And she goes, what? He's like, honest opinion, how do you think we played? She goes, I think you guys had a pretty good first half. And he goes, I agree. Pretty good, could have been better, right? Like just like that. And she was
Thanks,
like,
Mike.
yeah. And he's just like, couple of plays didn't hit. And he goes, we'll fix those. We'll play better in the second half. And she's like, all right, do you want to answer any questions? He goes, do you have any more for me? And she's like, nope. He goes, all right, have a great day. Just like, that's it. Just
Southern
quick.
charm.
Yeah, kind of charming, but just this mildly sarcastic, but just like almost like, all right, I know you're going to bother me with nonsense. Yeah. I'm so over the nonsense, but also I'm going to talk to you because I'm not a trash person.
Just like, let's just get this over with.
Yeah, but he doesn't like this like very nice, like there are certain coaches like Greg Popovich, great example.
Yeah.
Coach of San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah.
Amazing like interviews mid-game, like just him on the sidelines, him when oh god, I'm blanking on his name. The guy that used to wear the very colorful suits that passed away.
Oh,
Craig Sager.
Craig Sager.
When Craig Sager would do the TNT games and they would have San Antonio, because San Antonio was a perennial, powerhouse. I mean, they
were a dynasty.
They were in the NBA Finals every other year.
Yeah.
But like the rapport that they had with each other, it was as if it was an act. Craig Sager would just be like, how do you think we played in the first half? Bad. That's all he would say. He's just like, what do you guys think you need to do better? Play better. Like, that's all you
can just see in his mind, it's like, I don't fucking want to talk to you right now, but I'm contractually obligated to be here.
And I like you as a person, so I'll give you my best soundbite.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you think we played? Bad.
Bad.
How do you guys think you should do in the second quarter? Play better. Like that's like it's just.
That's like, all right, can I go back to the locker room now to talk to my team?
That's how I feel about every press conference and how I feel about every sports anything.
Yeah.
It's like I just want brutal honesty.
Yeah.
Like I just want the guy. Yeah.
Marshawn Lynch was like notorious.
He was awesome because he hated it.
He hated it.
He even openly admitted to it. He goes, I don't like talking to people like this. I don't like spotlights. He goes, I don't like social interaction that much. Not a big fan. He goes, I like to keep to myself. But man, his sound bites were incredible. He was the best. The guys that don't like it the most are the best.
Yeah.
Like Have you
There
seen
was
that
one.
video of like there was like the whole I'm thankful thing
Hmm.
where it's just like during the holidays, just like it's just like how do you think you played tonight, Sean? I'm thankful,
I'm
and he does
thankful.
that for 15 minutes, plugs his charity, and then
Yep.
also during the game, he rips off a big run, goes to the sideline, mouthful of Skittles, because Marshawn Lynch, anytime he would break off a big play, they would reward him with Skittles,
I mean,
like a 10-year-old.
he was also on the payroll
Yeah, of course. Yeah, ended up getting a very lucrative deal from the Skittles company,
with
but
Skittles. Yeah.
of course, why wouldn't you? But I remember I think that yeah, the game is happening. It's the Sunday before Thanksgiving. He's on the sideline with Richard Sherman, another
Yes.
loud, outspoken guy, and he's just like eating Skittles, and he's just like, "What are you doing for Thanksgiving?" He goes, "I'm gonna go back to the hood and give out turkeys."
Yeah. I'm
He was
going
like,
to the hood passing
"Yeah,
out turkeys.
yeah, I'm going to
He was like, oh,
hood.
for real?
I'm about to
Like,
get
yeah,
back.
you want to come?
Yeah, I'm about to get back to my community." And then Rich is like, "I'll come with you." He goes, "Appreciate that, dog." Just-
That's the
yeah.
funny thing
And
though
he and
about
then he
Marshawn
like
Lynch.
he's like taken aback. And he's just like, "Wait, you really will?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Man, I appreciate you, man." Like he just like so nonchalant, happy, just like
Yeah, but the thing about Marshawn Lynch is he has a huge personality,
yeah.
but it has to be in the right setting.
Circumstantially, I watched. Do you remember when they used to do Madden Bowl back in the day, like on ESPN?
Yeah, yeah.
They had Marshawn Lynch as the official spokesperson last year. That shit was great.
It is hilarious
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
set it up, they get it so he's comfortable, and they
Yeah.
just let Marshawn be Marshawn,
Dude,
and
I
it
was
is
watching
gold.
Madden Bowl before like the Twitch streamers took it over.
Hmm.
And I remember I would be watching dudes, just these guys just laden with acne, just living in mom's house. Just like the only athleticism they have is a joystick. Is a
Just great
controller.
thumbs, great
Dog,
thumbs.
this is my athleticism.
Yeah, just this right
Like
here,
there
dog.
was this
This.
guy. I remember this guy in particular. Do you remember this guy named The Dynasty? He was a Madden player, a notorious Madden player in like the 2010s.
Yeah, yeah.
He used to play with I remember him distinctly. And I remember he's playing a championship game and he is like stereotypical skinny white dude, long neck, just kind of like doesn't look like he belongs in any athletic setting.
Uh huh.
And is just like he's losing in this game. He comes back, wins the game, and he throws the controller down and he starts running around the arena screaming, "Dynasty, baby! I ain't going home yet." It's just like this weird, awkward white guy screaming in his best black guy voice. Like I ain't going home yet, dog. Just scream like that. And I was laughing so hard, and everyone was just like, and then like the comments, look at the emotion on this young man. Just like
Just
this is an unathletic white guy pretending that he's one of these athletic dudes on the field right now.
that's his only social interaction
Yeah.
is within the game of Madden. Esports is weird though.
I know my brother's huge into it. My brother's very good. My
Hmm.
brother is a Twitch streamer. You know what? I want to shout him out, but I always forget his tag.
Okay.
Because I don't know how to say it. It's like a weird thing. But my brother commentates Mortal Kombat tournaments.
Hmm.
He's also quite good. Like he's so
Okay.
good that like when we play, it's not fun. Like
But no, it's not fair.
yeah, it's just like dude, this isn't fun for me.
Yeah.
Like when you suggest let's play video games, I'm just like, oh, so you can kick my ass? That's fun.
Yeah. Like, what are you gonna do? D up LeBron?
Yeah. There's certain games that I could beat him in. Like I play him in sports games that I can still kind of, talk my shit. But like he's just very good.
Yeah. Like, well, he's doing this professionally at this point, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So
They've got a pretty good following on YouTube. I'll post a link. I'll have to retweet it on like on my personal account, but also on the Wine Boys account too.
yeah, yeah.
Because they're good follow. Him and his one of his like best childhood friends. They do this live stream and it's good.
Hmm.
I think that I've gotten more into the Twitch thing, and it's something that I've actually wanted to talk about,
Okay.
like you and I kind of want to like pose the question to like the boys out there and basically anybody else, but like I want to do a show where we kind of like do a watch along, or we
Okay.
maybe do like some sort of like, and maybe I think you and I can dive further into it, but I think it's just another part of our like lexicon of things that we can add to.
Okay.
I've always wanted to do like, I mean, I think that I have a horrible taste in sports teams. I always have,
Okay.
but I think just
Okay.
like me watching bad sports,
Mm-hmm.
I think there's like there's you know there's comedy to that, but also it's like just like watching my reactions,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
Because I'll sit on my laptop watching a game and I'll freak out in my room and just start like jumping up and down and just like throwing
Yeah.
my fists up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
football, like Dynasty, baby. I ain't going home yet, you know?
Dynasty. Yeah. Yeah. No, we can definitely float that idea. I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, I spend most of my time watching weird shit on the internet anyway. So
Dude, my YouTube algorithm is out of control right now.
yeah.
Dude, I watched one mountain biking crash the other day, and YouTube's like, "You like murder?" And I'm like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Not really, not really," but I guess I'll watch this very gruesome raccoon attack. Yeah, that sounds fun.
Sure. Sure. Here's nothing but tractor trailer car accidents.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
there's I watched a GoPro mountain bike accident last night. Holy shit, that guy fell for so long. It was like I thought he felt like he was in a dream state. Like when you're kind of endlessly falling in a dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's I just saw that and I'm just like, God damn, that mountain's so high.
Jesus, just 2 straight minutes of this man falling.
Dude, it was like a minute and 30. He
Oh my
survived.
god.
I don't know how.
Jesus.
It was just like he hit the steep incline and oh god, I can't even like the react. Okay, the reaction is what got me.
Uh,
I had to pause because of the reaction. So he's on this incline. He turns a little too hard to the right, and the
mhm.
bike just basically just like nope, and it just like goes right.
Just fuck.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it just idles out on him and just goes. So he gets to the edge and he loses it, and he just goes, "Oh fuck!" Just which is like I think a normal reaction for anybody that's about to like plummet to their death. You'd think he's oh fuck, but the way
Oh
he said,
fuck.
yeah, he just you could see in his like motions. I was like, this guy was confident he could make that turn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was real confident, and then he fucking missed. And he's like, ah fuck, like he just like just like he essentially just short circuited. He was like, ah man, I thought I could get this, and then he falls forever, and
Uh,
then he survives, and then you just see this like bent destroyed bike next to this GoPro smash camera.
Yeah.
And it's just,
Jesus.
then it's just a series of sounds for 10 seconds.
Him
Just
just
a lot of,
yelling.
just a lot of, a lot of I fell 200 feet sounds,
I think my arm's broken.
Did we talk about the ski
Yeah,
guy?
my
I'm
legs are
my
broken.
legs are. There is no better video on the internet. It's Tanner Hall. He is I think it's Tanner Hall. He's a professional skier. It's like one of the best, like I think he's one of the most like renowned like X Games skiers of all time.
Uh-huh.
It's on this like ridiculous mountain that nobody should be skiing on.
Mm-hmm.
And he just flies off of this cliff and shatters his legs and he screams down the hill, my ankles are broken. Just like
Okay.
with like a little emotion, but just like he just knows they're broken and he's just like, my ankles are broken.
All yells.
Yep.
All yells. There's no calm.
Mhm.
No, this reminds me
And
of
meanwhile, his
the
cameraman
TikTok.
is like a couple thousand feet away, and he's just like, "Oh, dude," that's all he says. Like, oh, gnarly. Like,
This reminds me of the TikTok you sent me with the guy throwing darts.
oh god,
You're talking that shit too.
my TikTok algorithm is now motivational sports, and it's just, dude. Okay, there are two particular athletes, and they're technically athletes because there is sport involved. It's
Uh-huh.
bowlers and dart players
Yes.
that they play a sport where a bar is 15 feet away, and you have to be drunk to be better at it. I think. I really do. I truly believe. I've never met a bowler that doesn't drink heavily.
They all
I
do.
they all do. One of my good friends, really good bowler, big drink. Like
Big drinker.
Dude,
It's
I
most of his
remember he
time.
told me one time he bowled the 300 game, blacked out. He got driven home. He woke up the next day, and his dad, he had like a bunch of texts from his dad and like all his entire league. It's just like, yo, it was like his like first 300 ever, and he literally texted back, I don't remember that. like, like I literally do not remember that. Like he blacked out and threw a 300. But
I
like,
would love to go to a place like Solve Lanes
oh God, I love that
and
place.
just find out, like, of the people that have bowled 300s there, how many of them remember bowling 300s?
Dude, how obliterated drunk were you?
Yeah.
That's a fun little siesta you could take one Saturday afternoon.
Oh yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like, let me go down to my local bowling alley and
hmm
let me just ask the staff, hey, uh, over here, Garrett with the 300, was he drunk when he threw that? I'm doing a little science experiment,
hmm
you know,
Now, what I
a
do is
social experiment, if you will.
when I go there, what I do is I order a double vodka on the rocks, and then I
Mhm.
buy a can of fruit punch. Cause you know how daddy's getting down at this establishment.
It's mostly just beer drunk. It's just guys just ordering because pitchers at a bowling alley are like $3. Like
Oh, I know. I
even
know.
in New York, like I went bowling my first time bowling in the city. It wasn't in like New York, but it was like kind of closer out to like Long Island.
Okay.
I guess it was technically Queens where we were, but they were like, yeah, I know beer's on special tonight. I was like, oh, what is it, like $10? Like usually a pitcher's probably 15, and
hmm
they're like, it's $6. I was like, is it really?
hmm This
And
is
I
the
was like,
move.
I guess I didn't realize it. Like my buddy was just like, yeah, dude. He goes, why do you think I come here? And I was like, I was trying to figure it out.
Get trash on a budget.
Yeah. So yeah,
Maybe that's the move for like you online daters out there.
bowling.
Take her bowling.
I hate bowling, dude. I went on a
Like a
bowling.
bowling date.
I went on a bowling date. God, like 2 year, no, a year ago.
hmm
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Whenever it was, it was right before I moved to the city.
Okay.
So however long ago, a year and a half ago, however long ago
Okay.
it was.
Okay. Okay. Was it a
So
first date or was it like a
yeah, yeah.
okay,
It
okay.
was purely her suggestion. She goes, we're gonna go bowling," and I go, "Ugh."
Cheap pictures.
Yeah. Well, oh,
Okay.
thank God.
So this is before you move. So this is Syracuse area.
hmm
What bowling alley was it? Well, what town was the bowling alley in?
East Syracuse.
Okay.
Yeah, you already know what bowling alley it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's a McDonald's very close by.
You're goddamn right there is.
Yep. All right.
And we went. Don't act like we didn't go there. I wasn't above that.
Yeah, of course. Of
Yeah.
course.
Okay. To be fair, I was drunk, and that's probably why the date didn't go well.
You know what it is what it is. I can't blame you.
It was her choice. She was like, "You want to go get a lift?" And I was like, "That's a great idea," because I'm hammered drunk right now. And I was
Yeah.
like, "You made the lift go to McDonald's."
Listen, buddy.
There is
I got an
nothing
extra
better.
20 if you take us to McDonald's.
There is nothing better than getting in your Uber late at night and making them unexpectedly stop and them not charging you. That's happened to me a couple of times. Like it happened to me actually.
Dying over here. This is
You know
bad.
what you do? First of all, get a decent rapport with your Uber driver. It doesn't have to be
Uh-huh.
great. Like
Uh-huh.
just don't insult them.
Yeah, yeah.
How's your night? How are you doing? You know, wait till you get out a little bit further. Hey boss, are you hungry?
Wow.
Ask him if he's hungry. If
If
he
he's
goes,
hungry.
nah, just be like, nah, I'm good. I'll be like, I'm getting a little hungry. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, you wouldn't mind stopping off, and I just point, like just the closest place, kind of knowing in my head where we're going. I'll be like, can you go right there? And
Yeah.
if he doesn't want to, and I'll be like, I'll buy you something. Even if
Yeah.
you're not hungry, save it for later.
Yeah.
Done
Yeah.
it before, it's worked. Just say,
Listen,
I'm gonna get a
Chief.
cheeseburger. Do you want something? I'll get you. You want a chicken sandwich?
Mhm.
Fries? Like just,
It's on me.
it's on me.
It's on me, baby.
I am liquid.
I got cash. Daddy got cash.
Yeah.
Like it's on me, baby.
Yeah.
Big timing you over here.
God. Have you ever walked in a room with somebody so uncomfortably rich before? Like, you just like see them walk in, you're just like, I mean, like, come on.
Like you can see it and you can just tell.
No, like, well, yeah, in New York it's easy, like every 15 feet, but like, you just know the guy. You like
Mhm.
you've seen him on whatever feed.
Around.
Yeah, and you just walks in, you're just like, God damn,
Oh yeah.
just looks
Yeah.
good, feels good, fucks good, probably. Like,
Yeah. Like, God, this is a person.
yeah,
How are we the
yeah. This is an
same?
elite. Yeah, this is an elite level person, and I
Yeah.
am I am very, you know, uh,
Where's your flaw, sir?
you know,
You
I'm
know.
very like, next rung, next step up.
Mm.
But
I don't know. Maybe their flaw is like they're stuck in a hayat type situation.
could be. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, just stuck in a loveless marriage, but staying in it for the kids.
I mean, there's so much of that. That's so
Yeah.
like I always have this theory that anytime I go to the Upper East Side in New York, I just like
Hmm.
I want to have my moment where I'm crossing the street at the same time as like a you know soon to be divorcee. We accidentally run into each other. We're drinking the same coffee.
Hmm.
She's just like, "Oh my god, iced coffee, splash of oat milk," and I'll be like, "Oh my god, light ice," and she's like, "Oh." And I was like, "How's your marriage?" She's like, "Bad." I'm just
Mm.
like, "I'm not married," and she's just like,
Ooh.
"That's it.
Well,
That's my love story." Is that
well,
that's
I'm
a
staying, and then she says, "Well, I'm staying at the Arlo."
yeah? She's thinking some ritzy. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I've stayed there before. It's very nice. Anyway, by the way, I'm staying at the Arlo, room 222.
I'd be like, yeah,
Don't tell Garrett.
Garrett.
That's her
Yeah.
husband. That's her husband. Garrett, her
Yeah.
husband.
And like, joke's on you. I don't know Garrett, so
I do not know this man. Oh, you don't work on Wall Street because everyone on Wall Street knows Garrett,
yeah.
even his fucking secretary. She was just like, "Oh man, this just
Yeah.
am
What do you do
I
for a
am
living?
I the revenge? Am I the revenge dick?"
Dude, I would love to be. Honestly, like I feel like if you get into some sort of creative art,
Hmm.
like and you stumble across, a woman of a very professional man,
Yeah.
I think her first thought is, I'd fuck a comedian.
Okay. Like a very professional lady.
Oh yeah.
Smells like perfume,
My core
but not like
audience.
a.
Yeah. Just a
That's
woman
your
that's
core
looking to make a
audience.
mistake. Yeah.
Okay.
Just a woman that's waiting for a one night mistake.
Yeah. Well, that's got to be mainly what you're looking for right now.
Yeah. You familiar with the chuckle fucker? That's a real thing.
Really?
Yeah. It's a particular type of woman that, kind of manipulates a comedian to do their bidding.
Was it manipulation if you want it?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I've run through a couple.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard of chuckle fuckers, but I thought
There's
it was a
certain
myth,
ones.
like a unicorn or Santa Claus.
No, this is very real.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know. I'm a married guy. I don't hear about, I don't see
yeah.
these things.
There's certain people like my buddy was in a situationship with a chuckle fucker, and she came to one of the shows, and he kind of hid behind me. I did not know this guy that well yet. I've been in
Okay.
the city for like 4 months, and he kind of like dips, and he's just like, hide me. And I go, why? And then she comes over. She goes, hi, we're so and so, and I'm like, who? She
Mm,
was like, I saw him. He went that way. And I
mm,
go, I don't know who that is.
mm.
And she was like, I know he's here. And I was just like, I don't think you do. I don't think he's here.
Oh,
So she
okay.
goes outside. He pops back up. He goes, nice work. And I go, I've dealt with this before. I've had to play defense before.
Yeah. But maybe
Um,
that's also the difference between going to New York in your 30s versus getting there when you're in your 20s.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, but I'm also still, an immature, you know,
Yeah.
guy, by the standards. But like, I'm busting into to my second one here.
Yeah, I got a little bit less left on the first bad boy.
These hit good though. These are nice.
Yeah.
Very clean.
I could see what you mean though by like, yeah, like you could do 80 on the freeway, cut the lights off on like
I'm not
60.
saying that.
What? Enter ghost mode.
Yeah,
That's what they call it. That's what the kids call it nowadays.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like people buy Teslas just so they can do that.
What, cut the lights off while doing 80 on the highway?
Hell yeah.
You don't want self-driving bullshit. You get in the
Yeah.
way while you're doing
Cop pulls
that.
you over. Do you have an idea why I pulled you over? I'd be like, the car acted by itself, officer. I have no
Bro,
idea.
they won't fucking see you.
Yeah.
It's fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. You just cut off all the lights.
Oh, God, that's so terrifying. It's giving me
Huh?
anxiety thinking about it.
I mean, you're 6 beers deep when you're doing it though, so it's kind of a rush.
Six
Huh?
beers, what, 12 seltzers, give or
Yeah.
take.
Yeah.
But
What's 12 seltzers between friends, right?
there's one thing I wanted to talk about because we were talking about going to the gym. I want to talk about accountability, um,
Okay.
and how you kind of motivate yourself. Because
Okay.
like I've kind of gone up and down as far as like mental health as of late,
Mm-hmm.
and it last week or so I've kind of I've turned the curve. I feel a little bit better, and I think it's just kind of taking accountability with like the certain aspects of my day.
Okay.
Like, all right, you're gonna go to the gym, you're gonna eat like this, you're gonna do
Mm-hmm.
these things. When it comes to the gym, though, there's like accountability aspects that I have to hold myself to. Like, for example, like I can't leave the gym unless I do a half hour of cardio. Like
Okay.
that's like my minimum.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
it's just I don't know what it is, but I kind of it's not so much like a runner's high, but I just kind of just get like this general, extra boost of euphoria.
Okay.
And it's like if I do not do that, I do not consider myself having a workout.
Okay.
So like I biked today. I hate biking with like other people around me
Mm-hmm.
because I bike hard. I bike like
Okay.
a Peloton trainer's yelling at me while I'm
Quick
watching the
note.
watching a
Quick
rerun of Fox News.
quick note. Raspberry lime hits.
Mm.
I like it better than the black cherry lemon.
And he's like I said, lime. Well,
Raspberry lime is a
think of
slapper.
like a I think of hard seltzers kind of like having a vodka and soda.
Okay.
We'll splash a lime. It does everything good.
Similar. It's a little different. The alcohol is usually derived from a it's honestly brewed oftentimes. I think this is brewed from cane sugar. I think the other ones are kind of brewed from like corn or rice or some shit like that.
Hmm.
But yeah, but this is brewed from cane sugar. So, it's good, but not quite vodka, but
I
it
agree.
is good.
Yeah. So
But as far
raspberry
as
lime,
accountability
I'm
goes,
putting that on my list. But yeah, how do you because I've heard. I mean, you kind of told some stories about how you are at the gym and how your
mhm,
like testosterone level is just through the roof that you want to start fighting 15-year-olds. But like,
anybody
yeah,
can get it.
yeah, anybody can get it, but a 15-year-old with a shitty mustache, ooh,
It also depends on the time of day for me. If I'm going to the gym in the morning, I notice that it's not that bad.
hmm.
But if I'm going at night, scary hours, like shit gets weird for
What
me
time do you
mentally.
go?
So, side effect of having a child, I was going at night and I would go basically after my kid went to bed. So, I typically be strolling in about 9 p.m.
Okay, the
Yep,
witching
and
hour.
yeah, the witching hour, and then I'm leaving at like 10. I usually stay for about an hour. But I've been trying to go more in the morning now because typically the night is when the wife and I like hang out. So
Have sex. Go ahead.
yeah, husbandly stuff.
Yeah,
So what
you
I'll
fuck your
do
wife.
is
That's a good thing.
yeah, well, you gotta get them demons out of you. Anyway, um,
I saw a 16-year-old with a bad mustache at the gym.
it was like I'm either fucking him or I'm fucking something. Anyway,
I either fight him or fuck you. Make your choice.
Alexander, he's the conqueror. Um,
Wow, you're so aggressive tonight. It's just like I'm thinking about that fucking little prick.
so anyway, I've started going in the morning. So set my alarm 5:45.
Mm.
I'm out the house by 6. It only takes about 5 minutes to get my gym, so not very long. And then the goal is to get back home by about 7. Usually I'm a little late, but that's what it is. So yeah, have just enough time to like get my coffee, shower, and then, get my kid ready, get out the door. So yeah, and that's usually the time I'm going. But one thing I find that keeps me motivated is to gamify my exercises.
What do you mean?
I set a goal for myself and then I work toward it. And they're micro
Okay.
goals, right?
Yeah.
So right now the goal is to be able to bench press a specific amount of weight for 3 sets of 10.
Okay.
And it's something I've
That's a
like,
pretty yeah, that's pretty much
uh,
that's
that's
the goals I kind
incremental
of set for
goals. And I
myself.
do it with different exercises. So like first goal might be okay, 3 sets of 10. Like my first goal was to be able to, and this is me like getting back into it, was to be able to go, okay, how many X my body weight while leg pressing, like for a certain number of reps and sets, to be able to like hit that. And then my
Yeah.
next goal is, okay, now moving over to bench press and setting a goal for that. And then next I'll set another goal and it'll be on some other, exercise or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. And
It's
that's
pretty.
how I
Yeah.
kind of
I
stay
mean
motivated, is to
that's a
stay
pretty
interested.
plain. Yeah, plain Jane perspective on how you do it.
Yeah, but
What I
also you
do
have
is
to stick to a
yeah,
routine.
I look at the guy that's lifting the most and I stand next to him.
Okay.
That's it.
You just look up at him like,
No,
"Hi,
what I do,
mister."
I like getting away from like because like the way my gym is set up, there is you know there's like the free weight section and all the and that's where fucking a meathead melee happens. It's
Mhm.
like all those guys just being like, "No, I'm bigger." It's like, "No, I'm bigger." It's like, all right, I don't want to be any part of that. I'm too beta for that at the gym.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm thinking at a different level. I'm thinking at
Mhm.
Mike Leach levels. You know what I mean? So I grab my weights. I just like go to the corner and I get like a mat and I just kind of like just zen out. And I have to put on like angry music. I do.
Okay.
Like I just need something to just just screaming at me.
Okay.
Just like a screamo band, just being like, "She left me, I hate her." It's like, all right, yeah, let's do
Yeah.
this.
Like I love like Slayer during cardio.
Yeah, I'm. You know that song "Walk" by Pantera?
I've not heard it,
Oh,
but I'll listen.
just listen to it. You'll be like, yeah. It feels like it should be every like walkout song for like a professional wrestler. Like
Okay.
or like I think that's what they use as motivation at the gym. Like the
Okay.
song just hits hard and it's just like, all right, I'm in.
Okay.
So it's basically just like a playlist of hard rock and like that. And I kind of like allocate myself in a corner. I finish what I need to do, and then I go and I have to do my cardio. But all my cardio has to be broken up
Mhm.
because I'll be on a treadmill or an elliptical for like 10, 15 minutes and be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I hate it. So I break it up by doing like three different workouts of 10 minutes, or I do two 15s
Okay.
just to like, so it's like an elliptical and then I have to bike, or I'll do like a stair and then I have to do something else. Like I just
Okay.
have to, yeah. The monotony of it bothers me. Like when people say that they distance run, I go, how? Like it's so exhausting to me. Just
Yeah.
mentally, it's exhausting.
Now, on cardio day, what I like to do is I'll put on like an episode of an anime, but it'll be a very action-packed anime episode. Seriously.
I had a weird feeling that you'd be like, I just when Goku goes Super Saiyan, I go faster.
Actually, yeah, you go fucking hard. Or just like watch that episode of Naruto where like
I'm
Naruto
not
and Sasuke
I'm
fought,
not going to.
but
No.
you should.
I'm
It's
not.
good for your
You know
soul.
how many? Okay, first of all, the other thing is like there's so many comics love anime, and they
Of
come up to me
course.
and they go, "Why don't you like it?" And I go, I don't, dude. Why
Just
don't you like?
watch Chainsaw Man.
Yeah. Why don't you like sports? I don't know. Like it's just we like different things,
Yeah, just
you know.
watch Chainsaw Man. It'll change your life.
Here's the thing: is that I'll dabble in something, I'll start liking it too much, and then I'll be, wearing a fucking Naruto headband out, and people are gonna be like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
but
that's
do
a
I do that shit?
no."
No. You
But I
know
see
why?
some guys that get into it, and I just go, "God, that guy gets zero ass." This guy, like,
What is the most you've seen out of me? A t-shirt
yeah, but the
on
t-shirts are fun.
occasion?
You know what? I almost bought a Dragon Ball t-shirt at a vintage shop the other day
Uh-huh.
because it was just so fucking cool. It
Hmm.
was like the old school logo, and it had like this purple Super Saiyan thing, and I'm like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Matched it up with like a nice jacket,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I mean,
You
you're
can
the
bust out.
no, you go against the grain when it comes to what I think of as anime. Like
Okay.
you have survivable assets.
Yeah. Like that's the thing. Is like I do I watch anime? Yes. In fact, I watch quite a bit of anime.
Yeah,
All right.
which is
Um,
usually how it is.
yeah.
Just
I
like
watch
you watch it, you're invested in like everything,
Oh
like
yeah.
the culture, the movies that come out and like limited release and all that.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I've seen theatrical releases of a few
Yeah,
anime. Like,
I
I've
get it.
seen a few
Yeah,
theatrical
I've been
releases,
on a
and
Reddit
even then,
forum. I
I
get
am
it.
yeah. Even then, like I am current, like Japanese simulcast current on certain shows.
Okay,
Like I
that's all.
subscribe to Crunchyroll Premium,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. No,
which
that's
is
a
like
lot.
the
I get it.
anime streaming app. Like I'm
Yeah.
yeah, like I do watch the shit. But what I'm saying is, when you're in the gym, it does correlate.
Okay,
You know,
it makes sense. It does make
it
sense.
does correlate when you
Yeah.
see it's a very high energy fight scene. Someone is getting their shit rocked, and
Yeah.
it's all on the line. You know, your
Hmm.
typical shonen male protagonist, and
Yeah.
just
This kind of brings up a good point as far as like fighting is concerned because I watched the UFC over the weekend
mhm.
and I went to a bar with a couple of buddies, just like kind of hanging out. And there is no sport that brings the short king community more together than the UFC.
You were absolutely right.
Dude, I felt so seen. Like I was there and I'm not, the UFC type, you
Yeah.
know. People are just like, you know, but there's these guys there. And the cool thing about UFC bros is that they're angsty and they drink. So
Hmm.
like I'm watching a fight and I know my shit. Like I'm not a novice. Like I watch the UFC pretty routinely.
Hmm.
I know
Hmm.
fighters, I know kind of their backgrounds. There's this one kid fighting. He's a kid. He's 18 years old. He's making his UFC debut, and he's not a looker. We'll just put it that way.
Okay.
You know, I think he's this Spanish fighter or Mexican fighter. I think his name's Raul Rosas.
Hmm.
If you pull him up, you'll see why he fights.
Okay.
Let's put it that way. Like he wasn't gifted with a nice face. Like
Okay.
I feel like it's like he's fighting because I mean, look at him. Like it's one of those situations.
Right.
So the guy that's standing next to me is a huge fan. And he starts talking. He goes, "Yeah, so I do jujitsu," and I was just like, "Yeah." I mean, blah, blah, blah. We start talking back and forth, and he goes, "I'll be nothing like this kid, though." And I was just like, "Why is that?" He goes, "Well, he's 18, and he's already a black belt, and he's 18 years old." And I go, "Well, I mean, you could be a black belt, couldn't you?" He goes, "Yeah, I just don't have the discipline." I was just like, "Yeah." I was like, "I also don't think you look like that guy." I was like, "Cause that guy looks like Jay Leno got a facelift," and he was
Yeah.
like, "Damn." He goes, "Do you think that's why he fights?" I was like, "That's 100% why he fights." He was
He
gifted. Did you find the guy?
Oh, I found him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looks like he's been hit in the face
Oh, he's been
a
hit
lot
in the face, but it's just like, what was the face like before the fists?
because he's 18. I think we'll never know.
I don't. I agree. So
I mean,
uh
he has like two cauliflower ears. He has just
oh, a
the
busted up
flattened out
nose.
nose, the
Yeah,
long swollen looking chin. Like
yeah, that's an 18-year-old boy.
that's 18-year-old man right
Yeah,
there. He's
whatever.
been hit a
So
lot.
he won the fight, and but the thing is that the guy that I was talking to was 5'5", but carried himself like a 6'5" guy. Just like he walked like with the shoulders out.
Mm,
He bought me a drink because I made a good joke. Like
hmm.
those guys. You
Yeah,
know, yeah. The
keep it
kind of
to
guy that
Castle.
you yeah the kind of guy that you see at a show. You have a good joke. He comes up to you after the show and goes, "Let me buy you a drink. I like what you said up there." And I
Is
go,
he the
"I
short guy with the husky voice?
yeah
Okay, like
yeah."
he talks like this.
Totally,
He's
yeah,
like this
exactly.
tall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like sitting on his chair, his feet be going like this.
Yeah, he was an adorable little man.
Little chicken tendy, little
Yeah, and
cute
I'm
little
not.
man.
Again, I am what I am. I'm not a big guy, but I'm also
Hmm.
not that guy. Like I'll never subdue myself to the point where I'm just husky short man. Like I
Hmm.
just, you know,
I think you should.
no, no.
I think you
However,
should.
however, I'm preface this point by saying I'm thinking about taking jujitsu.
So you'd become a nerd assassin.
It's kind of what I'm going for.
Okay. Okay.
I kind of want to be the guy that people are just like, I will, like, scenario. I'll throw you
Hmm.
in a locker. It's just like, wouldn't do that. And then like, and then I throw him in an armbar and be like, I could break it, and
Hmm.
just like, and be like very nonchalant about it, and he'd be like, don't break it, and I'd be like, you sure? 'Cause I kind of wanna. We're
You
gonna go
could.
from there. I don't know, like mostly because of like just the calisthenics. Like I just want like a workout that breaks up the monotony of working out.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
The thing is you would have to. I'm trying to think of. So a straight up like learning Brazilian jiu-jitsu class
Hmm.
is not really.
It wouldn't be. I wouldn't do BJJ. I would just do
You
like
should though. You should.
that. Dude, that shit is fucking scary. I've
No, it's
seen
not.
there's like classes you have to take to like earn your belt, and they just like beat you with sticks. Like
Well, yeah, but that's not scary.
I don't want to get
You
beaten
should
with a
do
stick.
it.
I was in a fraternity. I've been beaten with a stick already.
Yeah,
I
you
don't need
should
any
do
more.
it. You should do it.
I want to get to a point where I can take a class and just kind of like roll around and tumble, and be like, yeah, I'm good. You know, I've learned how to kill a man with my thumb. That's all I need.
You should do it. You should do it.
No,
You should. You should absolutely. And you
I
know
hear you.
guys that
I
do
hear
it.
you. I don't see
Uh-huh.
you though.
Okay. Here's the thing, right?
No, there's no
If
thing.
you do it, you're gonna get obsessed with it. I already know.
I do
Everybody
have that
gets
gene.
obsessed with
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
right? But also, you'll carry yourself with more confidence. Not saying that you don't, but it's a different type of
No, I
concept.
don't. You're right.
I'm not saying that you don't, but I'm saying it's a different level of confidence that you'll have.
Okay.
Also,
Like a murderous instinct, like
yeah, it's like a murderous piece, you
yeah,
know?
yeah. You know, shit pops off. I could kill a guy.
You
Like,
could. Like I could snap a man's femur like a
yeah,
twig,
yeah.
you know?
You ever see a guy that you're like never would have expected that? That's what I want to be.
Yeah.
I want
You
to be
should.
Zach killed the guy.
Yeah. Nah, you know what I want for you? I want you to get on steroids.
Everybody wants me to get on steroids.
I want you on steroids. Has anybody ever told you this?
It's like every person. They're just like, you
Like
know what would be better? You know what would be good for you? Steroids. I'm like, no. What the fuck?
yeah. Like I really want to see like Zach on TRT.
No.
Probably doesn't really need it, but he's just on it.
TRT for the aspect of like of bone health. Could
Sure.
use that.
Sure. Yeah, you can use it. You know,
Yeah.
the osteoporosis will probably help.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. I just
Right.
want you to have the testosterone levels of like 10 years ago.
I'm already losing my hair, so I guess if I just double down on it, like it's not gonna be that.
Oh,
big of a
you're
thing.
you're gonna be like bald. You're gonna be Mr. Clean Bald if you go on TRT.
Look at the Liver King.
Yeah.
Fucking
Why does he always wear that hat? Yeah.
yeah. Well, because he's got a silo the size of a planet on his head. You know.
Hey, primals. Like, yeah, come
Oh
on now.
God. I can't.
Well, you
I
heard
can't.
about him being exposed, right?
Yeah, I can't believe he's that guy on steroids. No, really?
What? Really? No way.
No. Of course, dude.
Man's
Like
45 years old, built like a professional bodybuilder.
yeah,
And those guys are all natural. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
right. Sure.
Yeah.
I'd see like you can see a natural guy. All right, they're
Mhm.
big, but they're not like just fucking.
Cut.
They don't look like a puzzle. Like they look like a guy that takes care of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've got a couple of friends. Like one of my good buddies, he's a comic. He's also like a model. Like he's just a good looking dude.
Yeah.
He's 6-pack, looks great, healthy, natural as can be.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it because he's not like uncomfortably jacked. He's not just like ripples and like he's just like just takes care of his body, looks good,
Well built.
well built, sturdy.
Yeah.
He's a sturdy man.
Yeah, but I'm sure but that's the thing though, is like you don't get it both ways. You're either like slim and lean and toned and cut, or you're big.
Yeah.
But you don't
That's
get it both fucking ways.
I'm a slim, lean, tone cut guy. Like
Mhm.
I just want to see rivets. Like I'm starting to
Yeah.
see like little ones, and I'm like, you know what? Let's get back. I had a 6-pack back in the day, and it wasn't a big one, but it was enough. It was one
Okay.
where I could say, look
I
what I
need you
did.
on trend. I need you on trend. I need you on Trembolone. Getting them T-balls, them Trembolone
Dude.
sandwiches. I need you.
Jumbo sandwich.
I need you on trend. I need you to look like Wolverine, like Hugh Jackman in like peak X-Men conditioning.
What a
Like I
fucking
need you just like
disgusting
thin.
look for me,
Yeah, I need you just lean as fuck.
dude.
Cum gutters deep as the ocean, just veiny. Your whole body's an arrow pointing to your dick. Like this is what I need from you.
Just like, God, look at Zach. He looks like a down arrow.
Yeah,
this guy,
like
this guy looks fucking terrible.
No, he looks great. Like, oh my god,
Looks great by the standards of Instagram filters, but he looks terrible as a person. Like,
now you see him, and everybody just gets a little uncomfortable.
I don't want that.
And then you start dressing like, hey, you want to climb Denali? Like, you start dressing like those guys.
Oh my god, dude, no. Yeah. Do you know, like, do you know what you're describing is exactly the opposite of me? Like, it's literally the exact opposite.
Just like, yeah, tonight's dinner is raw ground beef,
in bull testicles. Like, all right,
bull testicles, whole fermented milk, raw beef liver.
It's just me, an Instagram video of me just like sucking a cow's udder.
Yeah. Only eat meat, and the only meat I eat comes from animals that fuck like humans.
So rats. That's all I'm eating.
Nah, I eat big animals. Big animals. I eat cows. I eat pigs. That's it.
Yeah. You know, everyone talks about this ancestral diet. What I like to talk about is this diet that involves animals that fuck like me. and I call it the missionary diet. Yeah.
Oh man. Just had to throw out that old wine boys trope.
TM.
Missionary with the lights off. Nothing but the soft glow from Fox News.
Yeah. Oh, Carol, can you believe this? They've signed a bill to make interracial marriage a thing.
Why do we need that protected?
Why do we even need that protected? Shall we have uncomfortably short sex? As I poke my dick out through the pajama bottoms of my JC Penney full pajama set that I bought.
My JC Penney full pajama set. My Land's End pajama.
It's a thermal up top. Oh God.
Oh man.
You literally look like a you ever opened like the Pillsbury biscuits and they're still kind of doughy. Like that's the color of the the pajamas. Just like that, just doughy Pillsbury white.
Just that doughy pill, and it's like a flannel shirt. It's like a flannel Henley.
It's like slightly browned because they added colors to make it brown in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
I have a flannel like that. I got one.
Of course.
A thermal like that.
Yeah.
Obviously thermals weren't meant to be wear out like exposed. They were supposed to be under something, but all of them look like waffles.
Mm-hmm. The waffle knit texture.
Yeah. I bought a thermal.
And then the flannel pajama bottoms.
Yeah, exactly. They're so comfortable though.
They're so comfortable.
That's the kind of guy. Yeah, you see that guy in the wilderness though. You see a couple of guys like that, and they're just wearing their fucking socks hiked up to their tits. They're just wearing these big boots, and it's just like Jesus. What kind of the only statement this guy is making is a Trump 2024. That's the only statement this guy is making.
Just big man boots.
Yeah. Oh.
I have some big man boots.
I want to buy I don't have a pair of like proper duck boots, and I want to get a pair because not only are they unseemly comfortable, but they have this look. Mm-hmm. Just like the I didn't realize like the duck boot was back in.
Oh yeah,
it's hard back in. Yeah. I need a proper pair of duck boots.
Yeah,
but
I like to sometimes just go to Target on the weekend and I put on the biggest, manliest boot I can, just because.
So you can make a statement.
Just to make a statement, just to show up looking. The thing is
you're wearing
when
a steel-toe boot in a Target. Oh
yeah, just because. And one thing I've noticed is sometimes
just gotta pick up body wash and toilet paper.
Yep, they'll just wear a big old manly boot. It's sometimes when you're a larger man, you realize that clothing sends a message. in that if you wear very
Yep.
rugged, outdoorsy clothing,
Yeah.
sometimes it can come off a little intimidating.
Or
Nothing
a
but smiles over
yeah,
here.
or a woman with a sleeve tattoo will come up to you.
Or that.
Yeah.
Or that. That might happen
There
too.
is nothing more mossy oak than a woman with a half sleeve.
The thing is that I don't give off mossy oak vibes.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I feel like I give
Gonna
off
turn
I'm
some
working
heads though.
security here vibes.
Yeah, I mean you are wearing denim right now.
I am wearing a denim shirt. However, it's a Uniqlo denim shirt.
Oh,
So,
oh, really?
yeah, I'm fancy, bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I was gonna say it looks better than like a Levi's one.
Yeah, because it is better than a Levi's one, because I'm better than most people.
I said I like it.
Yeah,
Oh my
nice.
god,
Honestly,
we'll have to trade some information after the podcast.
listen, don't download the Uniqlo app because you will get addicted.
Oh, well, you know how many times I've been to the Uniqlo store in the Lower East Side?
Uh-huh.
Uncomfortable amount of
An
times.
uncomfortable amount of time. And you're like, oh my God, just quality and care at a price that's fair.
I don't mean to be that. I don't like to do free ad reads in this podcast, but it is the end of the year. You know, the end of the year sales go off. Just
Of course.
I'm saying if you want to change your life this winter,
Mm-hmm.
that's all I'm saying. That's it.
Yep.
No more free ad reads. No clout here.
Yep.
Oh my god, a Uniqlo's flat band. Oh my god.
Yeah. Remember that sweater that I was wearing when we met up in the city?
We're done.
And you're like,
no,
is this
I get
cashmere? And I was like,
Yeah.
no, Uniqlo. Anyway,
Yeah,
we're
I
done
get
there. Quality and care at a price that's fair. So yeah. I've become as a heftier boy, a big fan of Carhartt clothing.
It's comfortable.
Yeah, just the
Yeah.
clothes.
I got a Carhartt hat. I'm not gonna like sit here and pretend I don't.
Someone stole my Carhartt hat, but
Of course they did. Was it a white woman?
no, it was some kid. But anyway,
Yeah.
Some kid borrowed
Yeah.
it.
That is such a
It was stolen
overall,
by a white woman.
that is an overall vibe. Is a short white girl with a big Carhartt beanie.
Yeah, and it's like they're like $10. Like really?
I know, but it's just like that's that's their whole, that's their aura.
Yeah.
It's just like I work hard. It's just like not
No,
that,
you
not Carhartt
not
hard.
that hard. Not that hard.
Not car hard.
Yeah, but no, I've got like some t-shirts, some hoodies, jackets like that. I
Yeah.
got some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
stuff.
Wears pretty hard.
Yeah.
If you're showing up on a job site, people assume you know what you're doing. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So I wear Patagonia. People don't ask questions. So like he's busy crunching numbers, that guy.
Yeah. He's like, he's either climbing a mountain or he's a mean spreadsheeter. So
It's true about Patagonia, anything. Like you wear a Patagonia vest. It's just like, all right, that guy either vacations in Aspen or he is just or he has climbed a mountain.
yeah. Thing is, I can't fit Patagonia.
Not even like the larger sizes? I think you could. You can find one.
I've tried a Patagonia 2X.
I'll toss you some links.
Okay. Maybe they have bigger sizes than that. I don't know.
No, too many free ad reads tonight, though. We're gonna put a pin in this for the rest of the evening.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Lovely rendition of the Wine Boys podcast. I have to say, bury the lead here. Bisexual lighting looks phenomenal tonight. Looks like really good.
Thank you. I decided to spruce up the
It's
place
illuminating the rings from Icarus and the treadmill that gets lightly used.
And the dollhouse behind me.
Dude, like it's just
there's
just too much going on here.
There's a lot. Yeah. There's a lot going on tonight.
Yeah. I have to say that whatever sort of weird Michael Jackson Playhouse you got going on there, I don't like it. All right.
Okay.
I'm not into this. All right. I will never go.
Have children, sir.
Yeah. Well, that's what he would have wanted.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's what he had.
Yeah. Get a real R. Kelly dungeon going on there. All right. We'll talk to you boys next week. We love you with all of our hearts. Goodbye.
R. Kelly.
Oh, what? What
real
happened?
Quick. He released an album from prison.
Seamlessly. Hey, what?
He released an album from prison.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's next week. That's next week's entire podcast.
Okay, we'll talk about that next week.
Front to back.
I love younger ladies. Like, that's a way to say it. All right.
Do you want to come with Robert to America? All right. All right, we love you with all of our hearts. Goodbye.
I love you. Please call me back.